Lucas County Children's Services wants to hear from you. It's holding another community conversation, something the county agency has been doing for several weeks now. And Charles Williams is here with us. We can see what's coming out of the conversation so far, what they're hoping to continue to learn from folks when they gather. So what I mentioned, Charles, welcome.
Thank you.
5 to 7 p.m. is the next community session, 5 to 7 p.m. downtown on Monday at the Lucas County Main Library. So if you're wanting to come down to this, it's just an open forum. Come on down. Tell me, Charles, do they need to register ahead of time for this or just show up?
They do not, Dan. They can literally just show up.
Okay.
We will accept everyone.
How many have we had so far since this was all started? 5 or 6?
We've had 11.
Oh, 11.
Yes, sir. We've had 11.
I never could count. So you've had it's really nice to have an open dialogue with the residents because, you know, the Toledo voters are the ones that approved the levy to keep paying for LCCS to keep doing what they're doing. What have you been learning so far from what are the people's concerns or interests in talking?
Well, one of the natural things they want to do is just feel heard and seen from their respective spaces, not for them to come to us, but for us to come to them. So for us to just stand on that platform, to just listen to them and hear them out, we've learned a lot, and hopefully they've learned a lot about our systems and services as well.
Well, it works both ways because you want to have them understand what you do, but also you're letting people know, hey, we care what you think.
Absolutely.
So give us some feedback how we're doing. What can we do better to serve the children and the families of Lucas County? Because, you know, it's not a breaking news, but people are going through a tough time. Families are having issues, mental health, addiction problems, child abuse, and we all hate it, of course. It's easy to say we hate it, but the LCCS is who is called at all times of the day and night to take care of these families and deal with the whole thing. Give me an idea of how maybe things have been changing since you've been getting more feedback from people.
So collaboration is always the key. And so from that, we've learned how to help our community families better navigate through the system. So what we've learned through our engagement is that we have more in common than we don't. Our kids go to schools together. Yep. We shop at the same, shopping centers together. So in that, everyone got a little bit more comfortable. Everyone kind of put their shoulders down a little bit. Now, albeit, some of the conversations have been very passionate, but with that, we've always come back with it learning more information about one another and a mutual respect from that. So just learning how to engage one another, how to see things through one another's eyes, and to develop a system together as opposed to it being one-sided.
For some who have been through it, they might think the LCCS exists just to snatch babies away from families. That is not at all what you all do. There are multiple levels of approval for anything is done for a removal, any way to happen. It's an ongoing process. Talk about that.
So that process, yes, we operate under the Family First model. So we are a focus of family and prevention and support. So what people don't know, which is why I'm thankful that we have these monthly community sessions, there are a myriad of services and areas within our agency that are there to support. We have a ton of caseworkers whose main focus are to go in and be supportive of the families so that we don't kind of cross that line of meeting into the custody space.
And also the priority here, as always, keep the child safe. That is number one priority. If there's an issue at home, you come in there, investigate, and do what you can to make sure the child's safe. If it requires a temporary removal, but most important thing is making sure the children are safe and for the long term.
Yes, sir.
What happens from the moment a call comes in? There's steps are involved with that.
Yeah, our steps are to first assess risk. We always want to assess the risk, but our assessments department does a phenomenal job of identifying risk and making sure that resources are there to be in place for the families, albeit outside or inside. Like, we have a lot of supportive caseworkers that are there to simply go in and they are ready to provide the families with whatever resources they need to make sure that they're self-sufficient.
And removal is last resort.
Absolutely.
Talk more about the procedures with that.
So last resort, if we have to go in, it has to be an issue where child abuse and neglect have or has been substantiated. In that event, we look for relatives, and we actually have an entire area devoted to just going out and identifying relatives, which is another service. And actually, that particular area is going to be at our Monday session to talk about their areas of service and how they are support to the community.
So again, Monday, 5 to 7 p.m. at the Lucas County Main Library. That's downtown. If you want more information on that, call the number there on your screen, 419-213-3727. This is one of several monthly sessions that LCCS is having with the general public to make sure people get the word out.
Yes, sir.
Charles Williams, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me.